Gold prices booked one of its best weeks in 2013, and here to talk to us about what he is expecting for the upcoming week is Phil Streible of RJO Futures. Phil, good to have you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So what are you looking at ahead, Phil, this week?
So, I mean, looking at the gold, we got a really nice, start going on. We had a great week last week. A lot of things changed. It seemed like the Fed wasn't going to cut that taper down on the QE plan right away. Also, we saw a lot of weakness out of China. And that weakness is thought that China is going to still be continuously ramping up their QE plan, or at least getting in the market and driving it in that direction. So we're expecting some momentum to continue. 1300, that's your key level of resistance. 1260, that's the key level of support. We break below there, the trend's going to start to change. We'll probably fall apart pretty quickly. But I anticipate that we hold and we start to inch our way forward and upwards.
How long do you think we'll see some forward movement in the yellow metal?
Well, I think that the third quarter is typically like one of the best quarters for the gold market. So if we could get through that 1300, I think it's going to attract a lot of investors coming back in. You'll get some confidence out of the mines. Right now, a lot of mines are shutting down or curbing production because it's below their dig out costs. So, I think we start getting that momentum back up. The India wedding season's right around the corner, and I think that's going to drive some demand.
And finally, Phil, let's look at silver. What kind of action are you expecting out of silver? Tracking gold very closely?
Yeah, well, silver is a lot more volatile than gold. Typically, you get multiple times the movement in silver than you do in gold. So if silver could start to push through that 21, $22, you start getting a big move upwards. That's going to really attract these guys back to the upside. And a lot of people have been taking physical delivery down at these lower levels. So that's just that's just supply that's being completely removed out of COMEX. And I think that trend's also going to continue.
And why have they been taking that delivery?
Because of the fact that it's at a great price. I mean, if you could buy physical silver, 5,000 ounces of it, at $20 or below, historically that's been, over the last few years, we haven't seen that at all. And a lot of people really believe in silver. I mean, silver has so many fundamental uses all the way down to medical uses. So I think it's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have some silver on the sidelines, and it's the cheap man's metal. So I love it, and I think that it's a great price if you can get it below that 20.
All right, Phil, thanks so much.
Thank you.
You heard it from Phil. He's looking at gold prices maybe ticking up a little bit more. Silver's still volatile, but keep an eye on it. For The Street, I'm Joe Deaux.